Whoa, look, double team. Sergio's got a doppelganger. Dank in the house, sick username. There's 2 of them. Have you got your phone? How do we operate photos on an iPhone? There's 2 now. Twice as good. Is that multiple angles as well? Really? This is getting... What happened to low production value? That was like meant to be how we roll. The live stream. Yeah, you got big time now.
Welcome back, Team Millers. I'm Mark from Team Mill.
And I'm the real Da Vinci. And in this video, we're going to be answering some of your questions. Questions from the chat. That's mostly where the questions are being asked. Oh, and on the new feed. Did you know that?
Yes.
You heard about that?
I have heard a little about it.
Yeah, you're kind of in charge of it. But did you know that you can comment on the feed?
No, I actually didn't know that.
Okay, now you do. You can comment on the feed, so you don't have to go into the chat. And as stuff comes up and the feed gets a little bit better, we can have conversations on specific things that are actually happening right now. Okay, product question from @sickness. When will we be able to add shorts to stores?
Exciting question.
I'm excited about it already.
So shorts is something which we've introduced in the sample store over the last couple of weeks, which is along with a couple of other products.
Look at the levels of excitement. Quite a lot of products being added to the sample store. It's a traditional route for us to release products. You'll find them in your sample store first, buy some.
Yeah, so right now in the sample store, you've got shorts, which are like organic cotton shorts. Yep, which are printable. You've got the new V-neck tee. You've got the new 3/4 sleeve tee. And we've got a new product which is going to be launching soon.
Is that a secret?
Kind of a secret.
Was that what that last bit was? A new product launching soon. It's a bit of mystery.
Exactly.
Okay, mystery. Hella load of product coming out.
A lot of product. And we've also had more products in the past, like the last couple of weeks, which have launched, which are available in Studio to add to your product stores now, like this boxy jumper. Big fan of that one. Very sagey. Yeah, launching into the Studio. The reason is to give you an opportunity to get your hands on them, to take some original photographs. This is quite an important point that I wanted to make today. So I had a few people ask, like, I don't know, kind of questions that I think were hinting at the difference between the stores that really are quite successful and the stores that are fighting to get that first sale. What's the difference? It's mostly original photography. Now, what we've tried to do with the Magic Models is to raise a standard of those, haven't we? So that everybody's got access to really high quality photography. But there's no substitute. One thing we can't do with AI is tell your story for you. And in particular, getting your own photos, especially if you're wearing them yourselves, and getting a couple of portrait shots so that you can put them on your about page, cascades all the way through to your social media, your engagement, builds trust because people know you're a real person. So it's one of the best ways that you can use that window when they're on the sample store, in between the time then and when we launch. We also do it so that we can like test production. Yes. Like shorts. Especially shorts. Yeah, they're quite hard to print. It's a tricky one. Yeah, I mean we test, so it's like, you got to change the design of the factory. And the sample period is kind of like a test run. Exactly. Oh, test run. Okay. This is a shorts joke. Let's move on. But we didn't say when they're going to be able to add them to the stores. Don't know. I don't know how long it takes to edit them. Well, we know that there's going to be a new video in a couple of weeks' time. Oh, they're launching on the big new video. Stay tuned for a real live AMA. It's going to be awesome. More chaos. Plus, I think we've still got a confetti cannon left. All that to look forward to. Question 4 CPADs from Wild One. Are the old mock-up photos defunct? And will there be an option to show male or female wearing a men's t-shirt, as this was really useful for unisex marketing? Actually, I think there's more funk, if anything, in the new photos. Definitely. The old ones felt like they'd been defunct. Yes. There was no groove about them at all. But they are gone. We're going forward, not backward. Exactly. Yeah, and we got a load of new photography coming as well down the line, don't we? I think the new technology is clearly better. It would be sort of crazy to go back to this. You have to do old Magic Models. Oh, in fact, you could be the new Magic Model. You're like the newer, better model. Thanks. Rubbish. Cool. That's my pose. And that's what we're going to do. So how do we actually deal with this problem where there was kind of like, oh, hello. The printers are now cleaning themselves. That's software. Tell us what you want to see. We are going to shoot heaps more photos. What do you reckon? Shoot a day?
getting that way, aren't we? So it's pretty ambitious sort of program of work in terms of photography you want to take. Give us a feedback about what you'd like to see. One brilliant example from the community was this bit.
Yep. So unisex marketing, we got a lot of feedback from store owners asking if we would be able to create some photography where you've got
the men's products
on women.
And vice versa. God, we said the same thing. It was like proper anecdote. We're getting good at this now. To me.
To you.
And that's exactly what we've done.
Exactly.
So new shoots coming soon with the men's basic tee on women, so you can create unisex products. That's kind of feedback that really helps us kind of produce content that you want. Keep it coming.
So we have a couple of questions here about stickers and different sizes.
Different sizes. We talked about doing a bumper sticker and a potential kind of flag-shaped triangle. Also, I linked this as well to some of the requests for like 3, 4, 5 XL. And just generally, the way the product development process works at T-Mill, we will kind of build products that we think you will love. We'll test them in other environments, like on stores brands that we control. And then we'll introduce them to T-Mill in a quite compact range of sizes and colors.
That's like why, for example, with the new V-neck tee, we're introducing it in like black, white and grey.
It means that the product team can take more risks and put out a more diverse range of products to you guys sooner. And then what we do is we look at the data. And if the data shows that you guys are using it, and if the data shows that your customers really like it, then what we'll do is we'll invest more in that line or in that category. So if everybody really does really well with shorts and trousers, expect more bottoms. If everybody does really well with the wider size ranges, or a specific product will introduce in more colors, more sizes. And so with stickers, what we're waiting to see is how engaged you guys are with stickers. And if everybody kind of like gets involved with them, has success, we'll introduce more sizes, more options. And what that might look like is different sizes, different shapes, but also different finishes for different purposes, like outdoors potentially.
Outdoors?
Potentially.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I have a note that says AYA Mark. This is about...
AYA. Oh yeah. Ask you anything. Right, I thought I asked a question for Team Historians. Ready?
Okay.
I'm just going to flip this all the way 180.
Nice.
Just blow minds. Yeah, it's just a question for you guys, actually. We were talking about something earlier, and we're doing a video today. Maybe we should include this and just ask you guys what you think. It was about the profitability. One of the long-term ambitions of T-Mill was that we want to kind of build a circular business model and then share it. And like to scale it, it needs to be like, it kind of needs to work for everybody. As the business got bigger, obviously we can buy more stuff and we can share the cost, like the economies of scale start kind of increasing efficiency or reducing costs. And we've been using that money to do stuff like introduce a whole loads of new products.
AI mockups.
AI mockups. And other really big initiatives that we can invest in because everybody kind of shares the cost. You get awesome technology.
Sustainable products. Print on demand.
You get all sorts of great things for less. And actually in recent years, we've gone even further than that. We've done a really cool initiative we don't talk about. We've been able to increase wages in our supply chain in the places where it has the most impact. We're doing voluntary top-ups to the living wage that people earn in the factory. Obviously, it's really important work, I think. And I think it's something that all T-Mill stores will be pleased to hear they've contributed to. Now, as the business grown even further, and we've invested in the infrastructure we need to build multiple factories in the UK and EU factory under construction. Oh, that was the joke one. I got you. And one of the things that we wanted to do is increase, just straight up increase profitabilities on T-Mill stores. Now, as you, this is the question, we're getting to the question, that's the why. Yep. The way that profitability is worked out at the moment is like 50-50. So it's like a split. If you that means that if you increase, say, your price by £10, you'd see an increase in profit of £5. What do you guys think if we changed it so that it was basically kind of like a plus model, like profit plus? So if you increased your price by £5, instead of increasing the profit by £2.50, it went up all the way by £5. There, exactly. So what that would mean would be is profit plus. So there's the kind of fixed base price, and then if you increase your price beyond that, the totality of that difference goes into your royalties. Okay. Now the reason we're asking is because it means that if you were a very small minority of people that really wanted to discount down as low as possible, when you lowered your price by say £5, instead of your royalties reducing by £2.50, they're reduced by £5. So there's kind of like a whole load more upside. And if you're a huge discounter, that might mean that you kind of need to bump your prices to be in line with the new model. So I guess kind of we're asking, what do you think? You guys like the sound of that? I think it makes sense, but
I think it makes sense.
Everybody's asking about Facebook and how annoying it is to set up the get approved.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Sorry about that. Sam, CS team, they're talking to Facebook Actual. Do you think Mark replied?
Don't know.
Who Mark Zuckerberg? We'll talk about him later.
Oh, sorry.
If you struggle to get around their policies where they say they need to see certain things, is one of the scenarios has been algorithms have been blocking stores randomly.
Yes.
I think Pippa got busted because they thought the elephant picture was a picture of something else.
Oh God.
Algorithms. It's because the algorithms are doing their reviews. Quite often human reviewers sort it out, but if you get stuck in a kind of algo loop, the recommendation was use your web pages, edit your pages to add things that they're asking for. It might be contacts, it might be links to policies that do exist, linked to the bottom of every single page in the real skinny footer bit. That might help, but perhaps we'll add some advice to the Facebook feed plugin comments.
Yes.
Would that be the best place for it?
I think that will work.
We'll chat to Facebook. When they get back to us, we'll add the information, what we've learned, and the advice to the comments section on the Facebook feed plugin.
Yes, where Sam and the CX team are always
already working.
So you just talked about trying to get Facebook to work. I've got an alternative idea. What about just forget about Facebook and move on to TikTok?
Yeah,
Does that work?
Because I'm old and crusty and out of date and on Facebook. But TikTok is such a good suggestion. Because what we're looking to do actually, I think, in marketing is to reach people on their phones who are having fun and engage with them. Most downloaded app of the last year?
Most downloaded app of last year. Largest social media?
I think, is it 3 or 4 billion people with TikTok? Fact check that. That's where everybody is.
Yes.
So rather than slog away at trying to get your products to sell to people on Facebook, maybe instead of trying to do some product selling, do some storytelling over on the place where people are engaging.
Exactly. And TikTok is so fun because it is so personal. And like if you're filming a video, it's you talking to your followers.
That's a huge recommendation. Go for TikTok, guys. Give it a go. Remember, that's the best thing about Tmall, right? Lightweight, agile, try new things, see what works for you. If you're getting frustrated, getting bogged down in the feed and configuration or the sort of legacy of existing platforms, try TikTok and see what happens. But what we're hearing is that people are getting really, really great engagement and reach on the posts that they're doing on that platform. So perhaps we'll do a bit more on that.
Yes.
Getting old, look. CHF0893 could be one of Elon Musk's children.
Could be.
Asking how to sell wholesale.
So you can order your own sample products from the wholesale shop at cost price or base price. So they'll be discounted from what like your customers would order off the website. That's so that you can use it in taking your own photography. You could like give it to your friends and family. Innovative
uses of the wholesale shop. People selling on Etsy or other platforms and then drop shipping by manually entering their order over to there. It does mean though when you're buying samples, custom samples, at base prices, you don't benefit from the same sort of
returns
service. Policy, customer service support that you get through the main platform. It's still quite clever.
And of course, the emails won't be collected. Email.
Nevertheless, you can order. Yeah, to the point question. That's the place to do your wholesale shopping through your samples.
So one of the upsides to the new profitability that we're looking to bring in with our new Profit Plus system is larger volume discounts on orders in the sample store. So it means, for example, right now you can order as many products as you want, but the price would keep.
Yeah, broadly stays the same. Yeah. Whereas in the new system, you order like say hundreds, and you get this kind of commercial scale price breaks as the printing technology or the efficiencies change. So that
I've had a look at the numbers.
Go on.
And we're looking at a system where if you were to order 150 units plus, you would be getting about 50% off the RRP. And that is...
What would you spend the rest on? TikTok.
With the new Profit Plus system and what we're looking at with wholesale volume discounting, you will also be able to order bulk packs of stickers at cost price.
I mean, you could go crazy with that.
You could go crazy.
Advertise Martfest all over the Isle of Wight. Rich Allen, hey dude, hi. Has anyone put reviews on their homepage? It's an automated way to do this. The way that I would do that would take reviews you can ask people to, or sort of like request, say through your socials, soon through T-mail that's in development, the email newsletter builder allows you to communicate with your customers. To request reviews, people can place reviews on the product page of your website and they come through into your stats. And I think, from there, you could use a service to kind of like mock something up. You could use the simplest way to do it is copy and paste them into the homepage in a quote sort of style. Yeah. More advanced, you could lay them over.
Yeah, do something in Canva or Photoshop.
Canva, Photoshop, something like that.
Yes. But coming down the line is something very exciting.
It's the new Pages project. Hey. I'm really excited about this. Can we do a little leak? Maybe put something on the screen? Promised everybody that we would wait until we've got something a little bit more developed, but here's something you can see. One of the coolest things about this new Pages builder, right? Not only is it super easy, really functional and like just so intuitive on mobiles, no more jumping around and random stuff. The mobile and the desktop sites are kind of like far more integrated. In terms of their display. Yeah,
and the way that when you move between mobile and desktop, the way that the components move as well.
More seamless, isn't it?
Much more seamless.
And I think most importantly is the components that you've got to play with are, for starters, there are more of them. And for each one, there are more configuration options too. So you can change things like fonts at a local level, add gradients to images, have far more button styles, and basically control a lot of the CSS that you'd want to control if you were writing code, but without any of the kind of like having to write code bit. And on top of that, heaps of
styles.
Yeah.
Is that what we're calling them? Themes?
Yeah. Badass theme styles. To choose from as well if you want to freshen up your store. So this is in the advanced stage of development. We're using it internally. We're really excited about talking about it.
You posted some teasers.
I did. Weekend, I just could not resist.
You spent your bank holiday Monday doing some styles.
YOLO. So that's coming soon as well. Really excited about that. And one of the things that we're going to integrate into that is, of course, as usual, your feedback. It might be that we integrate an Instagram feed. We should look at TikTok. And we have talked about ways of integrating review content as well. Yes, review content. TikTok, different banner images, maps, right? Yeah, and TikTok. So this is the last question. It's for you guys. Tell us what you want to see. Might be that you're like, hey, we really want Spotify embeds. We really want our site to look like this. As usual, rather than tell us, show us what you want. If you can you've got some sites out there or some styles that you really love, take a little screen grab, paste them into the chat. Even if it's as simple, right, as like a shape of a button. All of that. Whatever you want, tell us what you want. We'll build it, and we're building it right now. So thanks very much for tuning in. I've been The Real Da Vinci. I've been Mark. And you just watched T-Mill AMA. Remember to subscribe before you go.